Welcome to welcome to the Python learning session. Today we'll be talking about tab 12 exercise 5. In this we are given a different piece of code for apply to each, where inputs are L and X. L is a list and X is a function. That X is a given value or some variable we want to manipulate, and L is a list of the functions that we have. And we're going to apply L to the X. We'll take each of the L functions, list of functions, and apply to X. And once we do that, we'll return result. This is a function. Let me start with the function that we have been provided here. The function we have provided here is def apply each to L, X. Result for I in a range len L. Result append Lx, and result is result. This is a function that we haven't provided here, and return should be the result. Now this function is ready. Now, just for sake of conversation, can you give me the list of the functions that we'll be interested in for our project? It is a question. Well, let me tell you that we are interested in three functions. We are interested in square, half, and inc. Square does square of the value. That's obvious. A half does the divides by 2, and inc, increment function, adds the value by 1. Now, let us define those functions that we are interested in. These are user-defined functions, UDF. Therefore, square will be the function, name the function, and A is going to be the input. Now, can you tell me what should be the output? The output should be return A times A. That should be output. Next one we have is half. Def half, which takes the input A and then returns something. Now, can you again tell me what should be? It should be A by 2. That's a half. And thirdly, we have increment. A takes the input with value A and outputs a value return A plus 1. These are UDFs, the user-defined functions. Let me correct this. Now, we are supposed to apply each of these functions to a value. Now, let's do that. Let's start with apply to each. Apply each to, and we'll have a function. It's a function application with a square bracket with a list of the functions we are interested in. Inc, square, half, and absolute. This is a built-in function. It's not a user-defined function. -3 is a sample value we are interested in. And let's apply this. And let's see what we get. We have -2, 9, 1.5, 3. This is what we need. Now let's move on to an example where we are interested in different value. And this time we'll be doing 3.0. We are interested in 3.0, 3.0, and we apply the same set of functions on top of that, and we get 4, 9, 1, 5, and 3. Now we'll play a little bit different game here. Another one we want to do is we'll change the function list a little bit this time, and let's get started with this one first. Let's get started with that typing here. Apply each to, and this time what we'll do is instead of doing the list, we'll do inc max int, and the value we're interested in is -3. Can you guess what will be the result of this function or application of function? Now let's see what will be. We have error. Is that what you thought when I asked you that question? Now we have come to the conclusion of our session. Let me briefly summarize what we learned today. We learned about, we continued about functions, and we talked about tab 12, exercise 5. We had applied to each function. This was a little bit different than earlier, where we have result and we iterated through the result to see what are the functions are and apply those functions to a value. For the sake of it, we define three functions, user-defined functions, and we use those functions with some built-in functions on top of some values. And for a few examples, it went well. But when you use int, which is not a user-defined function, and there's no built-in function like that, and give me error because of that. So that's all today. I'll see you next learning session. Thank you so much.